Haotong Li is the standout Chinese player who's leading the way for his nation in the top tier of the game. Still only 23, he's already a two-time European Tour champion, is ranked in the world's top 50 and shot a closing 63 at Royal Birkdale in the 2017 Open to finish top 3. Last year he turned to renowned coach Pete Cowen in an effort to take his swing and his career to the next level.
He came to Sheffield, actually, to my range at Sheffield, and obviously asked me for an opinion, so I gave an opinion, and then he liked what we said, so I started helping him in May last year. He was struggling a little bit, and so, you know, I then started working with him, and then obviously he's played well when his mechanics have become a little bit better towards the end of the year.
The chance to work with one of the rising stars of global golf is an attractive proposition for any coach, and Cowen recognised some special qualities in Haotong Li.
Well, he's got a sense of humour, actually, which is, you know, obviously unusual for the young lads these days. And it's good to work because he's a very, very hard worker, and he likes to understand the golf swing, he likes to understand what he's doing and how he's actually doing it, and he'll work until, you know, dusk, dark, whatever, even in the floodlights the other night. He is a natural talent, but he is into the technical part, you know, the mechanics of the golf. He actually has to understand it, and his short game's improved massively since his bunker play and his chipping and his pitching particularly. In short game, you need three things to be right. You need to start the ball on line with the correct flight and the correct spin. When you can do that, you can then distance control it. So unless you've got control of your ball flight, you can't really distance control your short shots. Getting him to control his ball flight was the main thing, really. Direction, obviously, is important with the short game, and making him understand the mechanics of how that happens.
When the young Chinese star first came to the Yorkshireman, he already had a pretty good long game. So Cowen saw his task as helping Haotong to make the most of both his natural swing speed and his athletic build.
Well, he's got plenty of power. He's probably 118, 120 club head speed, which equates to almost 180 ball speed, which they need these days, and, you know, regularly knocking it over 300 yards, and these young lads are doing that.
Haotong made worldwide headlines last year when he took on and beat Rory McIlroy down the stretch at the Dubai Desert Classic.
Well, he had 30 birdies, that's what impresses you about him, and, you know, he really actually shot the course to pieces with his iron play, really, and his driving was long and straight round there. They've got short irons in, so there's plenty of birdie chances, and that makes it a lot easier to win when you have 30 birdies. He said he would have been happy to finish second to Rory, but, you know, when the round got going, you know, he suddenly realised that he'd got a chance of winning it, and when that chance happens, you've got to, you know, walk through the door and say, yeah, that's mine.
Later in the year, Haotong almost got the better of another world-class player. This time he missed a short putt in a playoff to lose out to Justin Rose at the Turkish Airlines Open.
It was a shame about Turk. I think he almost thought he'd won it before he hit that putt, so, you know, got ahead of himself a little bit, and then obviously Justin took advantage of that, and, you know, he lost it rather than winning it, and that would have made a massive difference in world ranking points.
He may have just missed out on a Rolex Series win in Turkey, but he did delight the crowds that week with some stunning play, including this remarkable eagle at the 10th.
He has huge potential, and on two fronts. One, as a golfer, that almost goes without saying. His victory in the Dubai Desert Classic, especially when he held off Rory McIlroy, just told us what a talent he is. But secondly, he is such an engaging character, someone who really relates to the fans out there, and you put into the mix the fact that China has such potential. He could be a huge, huge superstar.
I mean, his potential in terms of his actual marketability is obviously enormous. He seems a great guy and obviously a very, very talented player. Again, whether he can be one of those that pushes on to reach the next level of world's top 5 and competing in the majors, that's the next step, and it'll be very interesting to see if he can do it.
There are a lot of potential major champions out there, and he is one of them. If he gets on a tear and he's full of confidence and he can utilise those undoubted skills in the right weeks of the year, yes, absolutely, he can be a major champion.